Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers. We have arrived back at the base, the lovely planetary base we have here, with our cargo ship full of loot and materials. Now, we don't really have a method in order to dock this thing anywhere, and that means that we can't offload the cargo that it has without being somewhat precarious. So what we're going to do today is we're going to build a dock. A kind of a dry dock here. I mean, we could dock it inside here and then do some jiggery pokery with some conveyors, but that just does not look nice. What we're going to be doing is doing the very simple thing of building a massive docking area here. Well, I say massive, it's not that massive. I've designated an area for which it is occupied, which is between here and here. It might not be big enough. Well, this width here is definitely not big enough to house larger ships, which means that we're going to have to do something about that. Probably by force extending this thing outwards. We'll see where we get to. But for this first docking bay, we don't need anything spectacular. We just need something for this to latch onto and stay afloat. I guess that's all we kind of need. Right, so we're going to begin. I've already got our conveyor point here. We're going to begin by just building out light armor blocks. And if you remember the thing about nano factories, they will build things for me, so fun on the fun. Now, we're probably going to need to move this thing. But I want to keep it roughly here so that we can do some measurements. So just move it slightly to the left. I don't actually know how much energy we've got left in this thing, which might become a problem. Because we did use up a lot just sitting here for like an hour, because I forgot to turn the game off. Yeah, we've got 7 hours left. Okay. You'll also notice that the game is running a bit smoother, or maybe you didn't. That's because the game has been updated with the ability to run at 1 times speed for quite a lot. Yes, Jake, very, very descriptive. So we want to move the ship over roughly to here. Probably want to move it over a bit further. Don't rotate the ship. That's a bad idea. Like the rest of them. So I think here will be fine. We only need one side of the docking bay, since you only need to connect to one side. Right, let's close this. Let's get out here. Yeah, and that might be a problem. This thing here might be a problem. So the plan is, what we have is the maglock surfaces on the side that latch onto these atmospheric thrusters, which will mean that the end is going to be slightly thinner, but that's fine. And then what we'll have is a proper extendo bridge, because we have those, that goes to the airlock. Not completely to the airlock, but most of the way, which should mean that all you have to do is a slight jump to get in. I mean, we could do something a bit more sophisticated, but for now, no. Right. So it's just, we need to go the length of the ship, so we're just going to keep adding. Right, about here should be the length in which we need. And as you can see, that's some pretty long length thing, which means we're going to need some form of support in order to make this not look stupid, because it currently does. I'm a bit worried that the nanite factories aren't working. I might have turned them off. Go to base, outpost, nanites, wherever they are, nanite factories, on. I have a bad feeling about this. Hooray! Hey, guess what, everyone? The nanite factories are broken. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Only a little one. Noting that I now have to weld everything. That's fine. Yeah, completely fine. I can deal with it later. Right, let's... so what we want is we want this to be some kind of thickness. We'll work on the rest of it later. For now, I want it functional, and then later I'll make it look nice. That's usually the way that I go around it. Though, whilst attempting to make it functional, you leave room for it to look nice. That's kind of the method in which I'm going for here. Because if something works, but doesn't look good, no one will use it. It's Builder's Tip 101. If it doesn't look nice, no one will use it. If it doesn't work, no one will use it. Balance the two. Right. So we can set ourselves down here. Okay. Now I'm just going to mark the blocks in which we have atmospheric thrusters. I love how I've lined this up pretty good as well. That's something that I didn't expect. And you. Good. And then we just need to mark where the other thing is. Weld that up. Right, good. So what we're going to do, weld up these so that I don't accidentally break them. Welcome to what happens when I don't have a nanite factory. You'll see that it is painful. Welcome to the life without nanite factories. Okay. And we want to extend this... How far? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to extend it that far so that we can have a proper alignment. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get inside and lower the ship to the right altitude, and because we didn't have it at the correct altitude before. I want to lower it to the correct altitude. Do not touch the mouse. Hold Alt for the rest of your life. Yeah, I want it the correct altitude, which means we're going to have to descend slowly but surely. Right. That should be the correct altitude, right? Yes. Let's go down again. Through all of the noise. Yeah, that looks reasonable. We can jump onto that. Good. So the ship is currently at the correct altitude. It's a bit tilted. Though we can deal with that. Now what we need to do is we need to plan out where the maglock surface is going to go, and we'll have this is the functional bit. Okay, we're designing the functional piece of this build. We'll do the rest of it a bit later. Now because this is a bit over, what we're going to do is we're going to change this so that it looks like this. Yep. Okay. So we have this kind of layout here. That's essentially the functional section of what we're building. I want halfway. What's halfway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. And then you can have... Oh, no, it is halfway. I'm just going to shave off this bit because we don't need it. Yep, that's good. I've been playing a bit too much Minecraft. I forgot that sprinting requires shift instead of double tap forward. Yeah, just do the others. And then it should be as easy as adding maglock surfaces onto here that allows everything to work, so to speak. We probably don't need this anymore, because we're going to replace that with something else in a second. Or maybe a minute. I don't know. Depends on my feels. So, yeah. For the sake of argument, I'm going to weld up half of them so that we can make sure that this works. I need more steel. Okay. To the steel mill. I need steels, yo. Because I did not think I would be actually welding these things. Yeah, I'll have about 500. And then we want... What is it that I want? I want construction component. Noting that I was in exactly the same area in which construction components are, welcome to how badly I can do things. I'm blind. I have to be, right? Oh, they're here. No, they're there. Okay, yeah, I am blind. Right. As you can see, the lens flares are real. It's becoming slightly annoying. Yeah, get over here. Yes, that's definitely a bug. The welder shouldn't be making that kind of light. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to get a spare thing over here, probably number 3, and then we're going to get maglock at some point in the near future. Maybe the far future, where there is only war. There we go. Maglock surface, we want this one. Yeah. And what we want to do is we want to place them here. And by welding this up... Hey everybody! Notice that the noises have gone. That was me doing a thumbs up. Yeah, that's because we're now actually good here. This thing is now connected. Very nice. So we currently only have one, but that's keeping the entire thing stable, which is nice. Now what I really want to do is I really want to add all of them onto here so that we can do things properly. But sadly, we'd need to get back in the ship and do things. We'll do that in a second. But first, hang on, is it bridge that I'm looking for? Yes. So we're looking for these glass bridges, which are very helpful because they're glass bridges. So how far away are we? We are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. We don't want to go the entire way because that's ridiculous. No. Don't actually. Yes, we need to break this one. Right, so we want bridge, and we want 4. Unless I'm wrong, in which case yell at me, because that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so it's supposed to be placed here. Alternatively, we can place it higher. With a proper block here. Yeah, proper block. Proper block. And then add this onto here. Flip the other way around. Like so. Except that doesn't look nice. Nothing looks nice. Yeah, so we have this. We weld it up. We probably have a button here that allows it to go beep, and then this extends, and then beep, and it retracts, and all that kind of glory. I've just noticed. I really should have placed the airlock here. Meh. Oh well. That's oversight. Right, we're going to need things. Oh boy, lovely things. Girders, bulletproof glass, computers, motors. Here we go again. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Right. Component. We need about 50 of those, and we need about 50 of you. And we're going to need about something of motors. We're going to need about some bulletproof glass. We're going to need about 45 U. We're going to need about 50 bulletproof glass. Now I'll bring 60. Right, that should be enough, right? Unless I've done something wrong, which, you know, happens. Not just on occasion. Yeah. I need 30 more bulletproof glass. Oops. Get over here, you dastardly fiend. Glass. I need 30. Thank you for your patronage. I can hear airplanes outside. I might close the window. But yeah, we've got this glass bridge. And then we can just go, hey, outpost. Hey, outpost, how are you doing? Do you want to extend that bridge? Bridge. Where are you? I have completely forgotten where the bridge... it's here. Closed. It closes like magic. I'm sure that's not supposed to happen. Definitely sure that this is not the way that the glass bridges work. Fine. Because this makes sense. Let's try that again. Might have just bugged out. Nope. No. This is the way it wants to work. Okay then. Right. Fine. That'll be fixed later. He says, trying to hide the fact that this isn't working. Right, okay. We have the bridge. Yay. It's actually the wrong size. Boo. Oh, hang on. We actually need one larger. So bridge. We need a 5. Hopefully the 5 will actually work. Okay then. Oh well, right, let's go grab the materials then, shall we? I've forgotten which materials. Give me a second. Tube, motor, girder, glass. Tube, motor, girder, glass. Tube, motor, girder, glass. I didn't mean to fling myself off there. That might have been deadly if I didn't have any flaws. Totally deadly. Welcome to what happens when I have unedited footage. Right, let's do this. Component? No. We need about some of you, and that's a bit too many of you. Go back into hell. We need about 30 of you. We need about 4 of you. We need about 30 of you. Right, that should be enough, right? He says, knowing that he has left a single piece. Nope, we're good. Right, that's the glass bridge times 5. Let's go test to see if this works, because if it doesn't, then that's going to be annoying. Glass bridge in all of its majesty. Nope. It seems to use exactly the same physics. However, we can jump on. And then we can jump off. You see the marvel of this technological terror. Sure, it's a terror. Whatever. Okay. So now that we've got working, it works. No, it kind of works now. We still have to get the conveyor thing running. Then, oh, how are we going to do that? That is a good question. How are we... What the... Oh, I ran out of hydrogen. How did I run out of hydrogen already? I had a full bottle at the beginning of this. Did they increase hydrogen consumption? Alright, give me a second. Yeah. Let me jump, fool. There. Thank you. I'll just run across the top here instead, shall I? Yeah. There's the bridge. Jump! Oh, this is very badly planned. Very badly planned. God damn it. Oh well. Alright, let's go grab our stuff. Because I'm a big doofus, as everyone knows. Right. And the nanofactories haven't stolen everything, so that's good. Hello, I'm going to here to grab your stuff. The piece of... yeah, alright. Thank you. Now let's go back and refill our hydrogen before we die again. Might be a very good idea. Dun, dun, dun. Hydrogen. Hydrogen. Everyone hates you. Hydrogen. Right. Now, I'm very tempted to just call it a day because this thing is connected and no longer going to fall out the sky. But sadly, that's not going to happen. What we need to do is... I'll work on making it look pretty. Because I want the nanofactories working for doing that kind of maneuver. We need somehow to make this work. So we need a connector, obviously. Connector. That's got to be on the other side. So pretend for a moment that this one has fun things on it. We're going to go up, noticing that it's completely aligned. See how good that is. Completely aligned with this. And then what we want is we want it to go up again. Now, I might use pistons here. Right? I might use pistons. So prepare for that enjoyable thing, because as we all know, pistons do not work. Yeah. It depends where I want to use the piston. Because one thing is I could use the piston here, the advanced piston rather, because that allows conveyor. No, regular. Wait. Give me a second. Need to make sure that I'm giving correct information. Yeah, regular piston can convey conveyors. Well, can convey conveyor network stuff. Alternatively, we could have a piston here. Which might be difficult for us to land in. But essentially, this is what we want. That's going to be slightly problematic. So we'll have a piston along here, and a piston there, and that should allow us to adapt how long this thing is. And then we go down here, down there, and connector. Right? That's essentially the plan for that. Okay? I'm just going to change it a bit. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a piston. I know this is going to be slightly buggy, and by slightly I mean it's going to kill me. But we want a piston with the base. We want that there. Okay. What the? Did you not like being... What the... What the... What? Sorry, but I have no explanation for what the hell just happened. It also seemed to take out one of the engines. I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah. Definitely. That's kind of my only thing that I can say about this. That shouldn't have happened. I'm completely dumbfounded. Anyway, right. 1, 2, 3, place. This is where it was, right? Yeah. You'll know that this was where it was. That should be that high. Yeah. No. You did it wrong. Kind of. Take this one off. Okay. So we can't use pistons because they seem to die. Right? Just as a demonstration. Piston. Death. Somehow. What the? Right. I'm somehow making impact craters down here with pistons. I might want to weaponize that. Okay, so since we can't use pistons, then what can we use? Do we have something that's called an extending connector? Oh god, this is going to be annoying. Right, what do we want? Conveyor cargo. Right. We need a way to connect things properly. Interesting. We've got hinges. We could use hinges for some kind of purpose. I mean, technically we could use hinges as pistons, because you could have them extend and contract like a muscle. Yeah, this is going to be slightly difficult to do. I'll think of a way to do it. Maybe. I might think of a way to do it. Alternatively, we might have to use pistons, which, you know, just to reiterate one more time, piston on top of a conveyor equals a very bad day. Case in point. I'm just going to let them go down there, just to lag out my world, because I enjoy doing that. Right. I'm going to need to research this a bit more. But we'll continue in the next episode. We've docked, we just need to be able to get the stuff out from it. I'll attempt to beautify and get the rest of the mag surfaces online and repair that atmospheric thruster in between this episode and next. But until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.